Yo, 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 what up,
What is
peeps?
good, people? What is good?
Episode 21.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but our format looks a little bit different because it is no longer done via Skype. We are here live in Tokyo. Nah, I'm just kidding. But the background back here, we just in a little spot. We thought we'd get together and do one of these things live.
Oh yeah.
So this should be a good one too, because I don't know if you guys watched, but yesterday was the Crunchyroll award show. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was something else in a sense, man. It was hard. It was really hard to sit 2 hours and 2 hours and like 25 minutes about.
Yeah, I think it was like a 2 hour show. It sucks too. I literally spent all day yesterday and today trying to think of like good things to say about this, because it was interesting.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods was an interesting host. He definitely had the energy.
Yeah.
But no,
I'm trying no, man. I'm trying to sit here and not make faces.
No?
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
it started off rough with Crunchyroll having some audio issues, with them not being able to switch between or have like the music play and his voice playing at the same time. They couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So that was a bad start. Yeah, man. Xavier was an interesting choice because it was kind of out the blue.
They could have went a whole bunch of different lanes with it. I personally don't think that mixed well. He was just too much WWE for me. It just seemed way out of there. Like in terms of what I overall thought about the award show, was my favorite quote from Goran Logan: "Grit your teeth." Like that's how I felt. Like this, I got punched in the face hard.
Yeah.
With this award show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was strange. And I was like, I know it was a scripted show. You can obviously tell it was scripted or reading from a prompter. But it was just missing something. I don't know what it was.
It needed some salt and pepper. It needed that finishing touch. It needed less Xavier Woods, in my opinion, and a little bit more Tim,
Yeah. I think Tim should have hosted it.
for sure.
Yeah, he was funny. He was put into some bad situations, but came out okay with it. For some reason, Crunchyroll thought it was a good idea to have live comments, Twitch comments running in the background. They quickly regretted their choices.
Never trust the internet.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. I don't know what they were doing with that one.
Corona everywhere. Corona everywhere.
Yeah, that one dude just kept putting coronavirus on the screen. It just said coronavirus. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about that, but I figured today we'll just kind of go through everything Crunchyroll picked,
Yeah.
and then we'll go through on what we picked,
Yeah.
and see how off we were.
Yeah. I'm curious too. When you were watching the show live, what's like as the awards were coming out and rolling out? What did you think in terms of what's going to be winner, loser, and your underdog picks? Like, did you expect to be pretty spot on with this due to the list with all the nominees and everything? Or
No, because I think when we were picking them, I think we were trying to figure out what they would pick.
yeah,
So I think that's what we were doing, because I was trying to agree, like, all right, I think this is gonna win. But even going back and looking at what I chose personally, I was still far off. Yeah. I mean, there were still tons of categories where I had no idea. Like, I had no idea Love Is War was gonna win that many things.
Oh
I didn't,
no, yeah.
I didn't think Kaguya-sama was gonna win that much. I've
At all.
seen the first 2 episodes and just wasn't impressed by it.
Same. I one and done it.
Yeah, man, it's
One
just
and done.
yeah. But here we go. So
Get it cracking.
we'll go through here a little bit. So I should have that'd have been dope. I should have put those up on the screen.
The titles or the cover.
Yeah. I was like, I should have had because then they do like title art for all their winners.
Yeah, they gave like I want to say like a 15-second
Well, not all of them, right? Because there was like when they got to like fantasy director,
When they were like cranking them out,
and they just like cranked them out.
it just all you saw across the title screen was just the title of the show.
Yeah, you could tell they were just like, yo, we're running out of time. This ain't going so well. Just start announcing winners.
Smoke was coming out the ears. They were in distress, man.
Yeah.
Red flags were up for sure.
All right, so the first we're going in order of how they did the awards. So, the first category they chose was character design. Yeah, so best character design was the first one they went through. I wish I remember the nominees. My little helper over there just playing games. Can you look up Crunchyroll award nominees?
That was the first one?
Yeah, the first one was best character design. I wrote them down in order. Meet the nominees. Good enough. All right, everyone can watch what she's doing. Let's see what she's doing here.
I wish you can change the camera.
I know. Best character design. Fix it in post.
We're looking for that yellow light bulb. That's how I was looking for all these.
Yellow light bulbs?
Yeah.
All right, so for character designs, the nominees were Carol and Tuesday, Dotoro, Dr. Stone, Vinland, Sarazanamai, and Kayu-sama, Love is War. So the winner for them, they chose Dotoro.
And we chose
Dotoro.
Yeah.
So at this point, I thought, we're doing pretty good.
Oh, we're 1 for 1?
We're 1 for 1. We're 1 for 1. We're
not hot.
not doing too bad. Quickly went downhill there. Yeah, quickly went south for us there. So Dotoro was a good choice. I went back and watched a few more episodes. And yeah, I need to finish it. It's not hooking me though.
Same. It's I keep doing this. I'll go back to rewatch Dotoro and I'll watch one episode and I'm like, I don't think I want to watch this anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's good, but I don't know.
It's one of those shows that you're eventually going to finish. It's just gonna take you some time for. I don't know if you're having the same trouble that I am. Like you'll watch an episode and then you'll switch over to another show.
Yeah, I only have that problem with a few shows. Like I told you before, I watched like all 3 seasons of Haiku in like 2 days.
Jesus.
And 4 or 5 episodes on season 4 that's been out.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I watched 3.5 episodes in 2.5 days.
Jesus Christ! I was like, that's some
2.5
serious
days.
binge.
Yeah,
That's some
dude,
serious binge.
Yeah, it was going crazy. Hey, what's up, Rio? Yeah. I'm still trying to figure.
Back?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to see these chats without looking over there. But mics are a little low on volume, Miss Producer. I have a little helper here who's supposed to be monitoring my vocals. Look, remember I told you yellow line? It's barely touching. Get us past the yellow. No, you have to do it on the mixer. All right, we'll work on it.
To be fair, you guys aren't talking directly into the mic.
This looks very direct.
We're just gonna have to talk like this the entire.
I'm just gonna talk like this the entire time. This
Very low?
is going to become a
gonna try
ASMR NWA. so today's winners. Today's winners are going to be Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll winners 2020.
So yeah, Dotoro. Pull up Dotoro. Thank you.
Dotoro had some smooth designs though, like in terms of original character design. It was refreshing. It was like nice to see. You saw the chibi, like the nice cuter animation when he was with the kids, and then you get to this real gritty, hardcore action scenes, and just I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was refreshing, man. It kept everything tasteful and nice.
Yeah. This was good animation. I think out of all the people who are nominated, we definitely chose this one because this was definitely the cleanest character design from the season, at least.
Oh yeah.
All right, so our next category, I'm going to go back over.
Hands.
What?
He was like Edward Swords.
Oh, yeah,
hands.
but he had
No,
Edward
no,
Sword
just-
arms.
Arms, hands.
His arms were swords, too. He, took his arm off.
I thought it was like at the nub, like mid forearm.
No, I literally posted this on my Instagram when he, took his arm off.
Oh Jesus.
He used, his arm to stab somebody.
Oh.
Yeah, that's sick. All right, so next one was animation. I was weirdly surprised about who won this one.
Really?
Oh, I thought she found it already. Well, let's watch her
Like
struggle.
green paintbrush.
Great. Green paintbrush. Yeah, animation was an interesting one because I mean, without even looking at this, there it is. I can tell you we went for Fate.
Yeah. Fate clean.
Fate, oh, Fate's on there. I was like, "Where's Fate at?" Yeah, demonic front Babylonia. Bone down. I really wanted to watch this one. I just finished Fate 0, so I was gonna get started on the Fate Grand Order stuff. So I really thought. I mean, every Fate I've watched, man, their animation has always been super clean.
Which they have. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. They have the money for it because everyone's on the games, mobile games, on the PC games. But I was very surprised when Mob Psycho won Best Animation.
I think that caught everybody by surprise. I
Yeah,
don't think there was anyone who was like, besides these true Mob fans.
Mhm.
I don't think anyone. I think everyone else was shocked to think Mob won Best Animation. Not to discredit to say the animation with Mob wasn't as good.
yeah, it was good, but it was like a different good. Cause like you see the ones where he like freaks out and he like starts getting closer to 100%.
Yeah.
That's when the animation gets good, but like it didn't seem like something everybody would like.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah, because it's a weird style that yeah, I can see a lot of people not liking it.
A
but-
bunch of my friends I've recommended that they watch this show, and 9 times out of 10 they'll tell me like, "Bro, I just can't get past the art. Like it just doesn't look cool." Like, and in the
Yeah,
show,
I thought it did.
they didn't fight. On just a standalone, the non-static movement, like without any fight scenes, Mob isn't that visually pleasing.
Yeah, even if we go back up to the top, and then it should say GIFs on there. You should be able to select so I can show like motions and stuff. No, it's only on my phone. Go to videos.
Shiggy.
Never mind. I ain't trying to get copyrighted. But yeah, it was interesting. Mob Psycho, Best Animation.
Yeah.
Um,
Were you mad at that?
no, because it's Mob. You know,
Yeah.
Mob. It's like the who do we compare this to? Mob is like
He reminds me of Triple H. Mob is cool, calm, collected. He tries to keep it cool, and then once he turns up, man, it's a problem. He's throwing
okay.
people getting pedigree with them psychic powers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mob winning was cool. I'm happy it was Mob and not anything else, man. Was it Vinland nominated?
I think it was a nominee, I believe.
Yeah, that's strange. That animation was strange too, but
Really? You didn't like Vin? I mean, strange. Define when you're using the strange. How? What's your?
so I think with Vinland they kept it very like real, right? They're close to the realism of it. So them trying to like animate realism came off a little different. I don't know. I just think with everything else that was in that category, Vinland was definitely the odd man out on that.
Oh yeah.
Because of, they had all the fight scenes, but you don't have all the flashiness of like Mob, or even if like One Punch Man ended up on there, My Hero, even those fight scenes are animated a little bit better than Vinland's. But yeah, Mob was cool.
What I'm curious is out of the selection or the nominees, which of the 6 did you think was the weakest? Which of them do you think could have been replaced?
Well, I think the easiest one here, so I can show you guys one. The easiest one for me to pick was that
Sarazanamai?
Sarazanamai. I told you I watched that first episode and had no idea what I just watched. I literally watched this frog thing, the Kappas, suck someone's soul, Kappa, out of their butthole.
Yeah. That's what did it for me, bro. I was like, I can't watch this.
I tried to push past it, which is a funny phrase to use in that terms, but it didn't do. No, it wasn't very. I just couldn't get past that. I couldn't get past the part where they're just pulling souls out of people's behinds. Yeah. So that was strange. All right. So what do we got next? They went in a weird order because I felt like this next one they did best fight scene next. felt like that should have been a like later in the show.
Yeah,
Like
I
that's a
feel like-
big category.
I feel like that you hold off to the end. That should be second. I
Yeah.
feel like that would be second. It should have been second to last to animation of the year or anime of the year. Excuse me.
Yeah, I would put it after like best antagonist and best protagonist.
Mm.
Right, I would do anime of the year as the last one, and then protagonist, antagonist, and then best fight.
Mm.
The best fight was interesting because I remember looking at the nominees for it, which were JoJo, Attack on Titan season 3, Mob Psycho, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Venom, and then Fate.
Now, can I say I was actually really surprised JoJo was on this list. Like, as someone who watched every single JoJo episode, I was never like super impressed or like thought that they thoroughly drew a fight scene like cool or to the point where it would be nominated for a best fight scene.
Yeah, it was definitely a good fight,
Yeah, for sure.
but not one that I would have nominated.
Mm-mm.
No, I never would have nominated.
I just don't think they with JoJo personally, they don't capture like they don't capture the awe in a fight scene.
Yeah, because JoJo, it's more of a comedy humor than like a shonen
Mm-hmm.
or any other kind of fight or martial art kind of anime.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to see him on there.
Mm-hmm.
Going back and when I made that Instagram post and I was putting together our picks,
Yeah.
and I looked up the Fate Grand Order fight. That's the one I posted, the one that got nominated.
Yeah.
I was like, I watched it a few times. I was like,
you were
yo,
spot
this.
on with that.
I was like, yo, this fight is kind of nice. Yeah, that was Gilgamesh, man. That fight was kind of nice. But the winner for Crunchyroll was Demon Slayer, right?
To no surprise.
I wish Demon Slayer would have watched Demon Slayer. I wish Crunchyroll would have watched our video.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it, where I talked to myself in circles. I had to rewatch it to see who we picked,
Yeah.
and I just watched myself talk myself in circles. But man,
I mean, it's Demon Slayer, man. When that when Tanjiro and Nezuko fought Rue, or however you pronounce his name, I mean, the whole world stopped. It felt like everything was strictly about that fight scene. Whether you went on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Reddit, whatever, wherever you get your anime source, everyone was talking about that scene.
Mm-hmm. Even so, every day I go through like my morning news, and it fell into my morning news. It was weird, man. Like anime usually pops up my news category, so Google lets me choose what I look for. But yeah, that fight popped up like the day after.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere. It was.
Man.
It's kind of crazy too how like anime is becoming this new wave. Like it's becoming so mainstream.
Yeah.
It's kind of I don't know how you feel about it. For me, it's like it's cool, but it's like, Jesus, where was this back in 2003?
Yeah, it's cool. I start to feel like I feel like a boomer when people like talk about anime, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, oh, you said you're watching anime. Oh great, what are you watching? Oh, My Hero. Oh yeah, that's cute. Like, you know, like,
all the same answers.
I want to ask people like what their favorite show is. Hey, what's your favorite show?
My
Oh,
Hero.
I really like My Hero and Demon Slayer. Like, all right, so just started watching anime. Yeah, all right.
Rookies.
Yeah, I hate that feeling. I feel like a hipster. I feel like one of those like, that's all you watch is Kimetsu no Yaiba. But it's almost true. Even when I like first got into anime, besides like the Dragon Ball and Naruto, I didn't even go into like the old famous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna watch stuff based on like, oh yes, I think one of the first non-major one I watched
Was what?
Oh, what did I watch? I almost can remember it. Oh, I watched No Game No Life. Was like one of my first ones I've watched.
Okay.
That was outside of what I usually watch.
Which is your typical shonen,
Or typical
fighting,
shonen, yeah.
fantasy stuff. Okay.
Yeah. It was shonen is what I got into, what got me into it. And then for some reason I got into like isekai.
That's what always surprises me, how that you're into the isekai.
I don't know. I'm almost mad that I like isekai stuff so much because I watch it and I'm like, afterwards I'm like smiling like, that was a good episode. I'm like, this is such a stupid show. Why do I like it so much? Like I just started Konosuba, and I like that, and it's so corny, and it's I don't know, man. Like you saw that trailer they put out, the English dub for the season 2,
Yeah.
which was what I was waiting for before I finished season 1. Because I watched it in dub, and then I was like, oh man, I'll watch it in Japanese. I don't really like the Japanese voice so much. I think it's just a little bit harder to in Konosuba for me, just because there's a lot going on, and then like humor.
Mhm.
And I think it was funnier for me to be able to listen to it in English instead of reading the subtitles.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more quick question before we go back to the nominees.
Oh yeah.
As a pro, I'm going to call you a professional anime connoisseur.
Okay.
Do you find it harder to get into the chibi shows and the isekai shows now that you're seasoned, or do you find that it's refreshing to get away from your typical shonen fighting animes?
I think right now the two most overused genres that just kind of flooded with a bunch of stuff has been shonens and isekais. I think every show that comes out now either wants to be a shonen or is very obviously a isekai. The problem is that no one tries to do anything different.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to take stuff from other animes and try to run with it, and it just hasn't been working.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like I was trying to watch.
That's how I feel like that's how we keep getting these carbon clone shows.
Yeah. So that's the problem I have with shonens right now.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to watch Grand Blue Fantasy.
Rough. I was like 20. I think I'm not gonna say 20. Let's say like 15, 16 episodes in. And
To Grand Blue.
Yeah, and I stopped.
I watched 4. I watched 4, and on the 4th one, I was like, why do I not like this so much? It reminds me of something. And I was like, oh, it reminds me of Radiant. And I was like, okay, let me go back and finish Radiant. Maybe I'll like that the more I watch it. I don't.
Yeah.
So, and I read up on it about the issue with Radiant, and I'll talk about that later. But I think the issue right now with shonens is, again, no creativity behind it. I think people have been trying to get away from the OP protagonist, the OP hero who starts from nothing, gets some crazy power, right? People don't really like that, but when done right, it obviously works.
It's
right?
that Naruto formula. If you can get this young boy, I feel like it's a commonly used story. If you can get a young boy who comes from nothing, overcomes his odds, and takes over the world, it'll either be great, that captivates millions of hearts, or it will go down in flames.
Yeah. And I realized, I was wondering why Radiant is so popular, but not very good. And I was on Reddit going through it. Apparently, the manga for Radiant is a lot darker. Like Seth, the main character, isn't as happy all the time. He's a little more like realistic about the world.
I can't stand that.
What?
I can't stand that when you have the manga and the animes, they walk the same line, but you got someone doing karaoke's and the other one's walking straight.
Yeah. I mean, that's the Boruto issue, right?
Let's not get started on that. Jesus Christ.
Boruto is back to canon on the prison arc. How do you like the prison arc?
It's starting off so good. It's starting off is good. But I'm hating it so far. Like just the fact that I had to not watch Boruto what it felt like for 3 months.
Yeah,
I had to take a hiatus from the show. I just hate that. Like, just get it right. Just do it right the first time.
Yeah, this is definitely an arc that makes it feel like it's Boruto again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it definitely feels like it's back to the main story. But it's weird that it chose this arc because it's not a very good arc. It's not a very, I'm not going to say it's not a good arc. It's not a very entertaining arc compared to what else is in the manga that you can animate.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to these nominees.
Get your stuff together, Boruto. All right, so next we're going to be doing, best couple.
See, now.
So.
This was funny.
So, I am excited that the people on stage who presented these were also very shocked.
Yes.
On the nominees.
I was rolling, man, when you actually got to saw it. And I think it was I forgot who presented the award winner.
The girl was that GB girl. She's
Yeah.
like the ASMR.
Did you see how nervous she was presenting though?
Yeah, she's
The-
also ginormous. She was like 6 feet tall. Something like
Was
that.
she?
You didn't see when she walked over?
No.
Xavier Woods isn't a tiny guy.
Xavier Woods looked like a meatball, man. He's too big. He's too big to be having that man bun. I mean, he should have just been rocking that fro, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, he 5'11". She
yeah.
was taller than him.
Jesus.
Dang, he's 5'11". He looked tiny.
Yeah.
Must have been that suit.
Yeah. That terrible gold suit. That I don't know what that was. Whoever thought it was okay. Hold on, wait. You remember how Anime of the Year at the end of the show he had that giant that giant bend.
Yeah.
Man's tried to fake like that thing was about 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That was it was just cringeful to watch, man. Bill, it was entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know why they did that. The giant bucket thing.
Yeah.
It was a weird move because I don't think the people even knew they were using smaller buckets to begin with.
Mm.
For a while, I thought it was an envelope because I just kept missing it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were pulling it out of the thing. I don't know. It was strange. But so best couple. So we have Baki, Kagu-sama.
Which I thought they were going to win.
I thought Baki was gonna win. Yeah. Kagu-sama, Love Is War, Given, Sarazanmai. What's that? Oh, Maiden in Your Savage Season, and Attack on Titan 3 with Ymir and Historia. So I'm happy when Ymir and Historia came up. They were just like, "Oh, I thought they were just friends."
Caught everyone by surprise, man.
Yeah, but I'm happy they tried. I think they either tried to clear it up or they tried to cover up the fact they were even talking about it.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I think the category is more about like friendship and stuff."
Yeah, they tried
And
to.
a couple of people.
They for sure tried to sweep it under the rug. They tried to real smooth, like, out. They're just friends, there's nothing going on there. But who knows what's going on.
Yeah, we had no idea. So, we chose Baki, and the winner was Kagu-sama, Love Is War, which is funny that they won. And she even made it as a joke in the show. She said, "It's funny they won the award because if they were real, they would be mad they won that
Yep.
award."
They would hate it.
But it's the best couple to not actually be a couple, I guess.
What was next? This was when after this, I think this is when they started cranking them out, right?
No, they did a few more. They had some weird breaks where they did like who was that? Those three people talk. Those three voice actors or two voice actors. and a
Oh,
director.
right. That
They
was
were talking
from
about. I write it down. I didn't write
Jesus
it down.
Christ. I know this is a show both you and I watch.
Yeah, I was.
Christ, what I was like Demon Slayer?
Oh, it was reincarnated as a slime.
Yes.
Because it was Rimu and the tiger Rappa. No,
Oh, the wolf.
wolf.
Yeah.
Tiger.
I was
Wolf.
like Tiger.
Tiger wolf. I need to finish that show. I didn't even finish the first season.
You haven't?
Nope. So
Jesus.
let's see. Right now, I haven't watched in a while. So right now, Rimu can look like a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
So now you're like 7, 8 episodes in then.
something like that. Yeah, he already
He fought that fire guy.
he already beat the fire guy.
Yeah, he's in the village with the girl with the mask with the fire. The fire.
Yeah, I'm past that. I'm like, whenever they leave that village,
Mhm.
I'm like 2 episodes after that. They went to that castle. Right? Is that what they did? They went to
I need a little more detail. I need give me a little more help.
They
than
went
that.
back to where the girl with the mask came from, I think. Oh man,
I'm blanking.
I don't even know. It's been a while.
Shots in the dark.
Shot in the dark. I can't remember. Anyway, I should watch it though because they won a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
That year it came
You
out.
was giving me crap for watching. You like this is the type of shows you watching. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to tell you, man. It was
Yeah.
legit.
I did talk that smack.
It was
It
legit.
ended up being pretty good.
Yeah. You got to pick it up, man.
Yeah, so they did but they showed the season 2. Was that what they did? They like showed the season 2, but it
little-
had like the voice actors like talk about some season 2 stuff. So
Yeah.
season 2 coming out.
I will say
Is this next?
for this
Oh, was it?
for these winter shows coming out, there was a show that you thought was going to be a sleeper. That you thought is going to probably potentially be this season's must-watch show, correct? Or no?
Yeah.
You kind of want to touch on that a little bit, or because I'm so far right now, I'm sold on Darwin's Game.
Yeah, I like Darwin's Game. I like where they're going right now because they're you caught up all the way up to the.
I haven't watched the latest episode. I was trying to watch it earlier, but I was having difficulties with the internet.
Did you see the girl who control water? The kid who control water?
No.
Okay, so you're 2 episodes behind.
So there's 4 episodes out. On
No, there's 5.
What?
Yeah, there's 5 episodes out.
Where are you watching this at? I'm on Verve watching this, and we only got 3.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm watching it on Funimation.
Oh, so that's why. Are you watching it dubbed?
No,
Or
'cause,
subbed?
the dub is behind, so I gave up. I wasn't gonna wait for it. Here, Darwin's Game.
What, bro? I'm in disbelief right now.
6 episodes.
So I'm 3 behind. I'm only on 3, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, she even got into this episode.
No.
Yet. Oh,
No, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Okay, I almost ruined it for you.
Damn.
So you met the plant guy already?
No, so like I said, I watched the first 2.
Okay.
The third one, I was having technical difficulties all day trying to watch this. From being at the museum, ice cream, trying to watch this, to ripping a run around the city. The internet was giving me no love.
Dang. Okay. Then you're missing some good stuff. If you think it's good now, yeah, this next three episodes are really good, especially the last 2.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'm hurting.
Yeah, dude, you're behind then. All right, so let's get into the next category they did, which was Best Girl. So switch it over here. So Best Girl was a shocker for us because I went to go rewatch it and we dismissed the winner so quick. So, nominees are.
Oh, wait. So I know we together because we were thinking about what everyone else would choose. I want to know what you thought personally watching the award show. What character on here you thought was going to win?
I thought it was going to be Nezuko. I wanted Emma to win, which is what we voted for. We voted for Emma. I knew Kohako didn't have a chance. I don't think enough people watched Carol on Tuesday for that to have a chance. Chika Furuhara from Kaguya-sama wasn't going to win. And we dismissed Ratalia.
So let me tell you, I was watching this with Maya. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, the raccoon girl's gonna win." I'm like, "Who? Reptalia?"
Yeah, that's what Kay said too.
I was like, "Ain't no way, ain't no chance that she's gonna win, man." I'm like, she's a slave.
Yeah.
Little announced to me, she was saying, my girlfriend, who doesn't really watch anime like that, was saying anything that Naofumi needed, Raphaelia was there.
I mean, that's the whole point. She was the sword to his shield.
Yeah, which made sense after a while. I was actually really surprised at how we just overlooked her and dismissed her so early. I was like, Jesus. I was like,
it's also because look, Nezuko, right?
Demon Slayer, right? That's what I thought. You know,
then Emma, who pretty much saved the whole
orphanage.
All right, well,
Reptalia, a slave girl.
Reptalia.
I just wonder who voted for her.
Everyone did. That's why she won.
Yeah, I think it's mostly fan votes. But yeah, I think it's mostly fan votes. I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll gets some say, like their employees get a vote.
Yeah.
But that was interesting.
I just feel like it's unfair as someone who has no choice but to do this. Like, how do you force a winner? You know what I mean? Next category, get her out of here. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I still think it should have been Emma. Yeah, because a lot of these, as they were announcing them, I was like, okay, all right, I can see how that won. Maybe I just didn't watch it, or all right, I was just being biased. This one, and amongst some other categories, I think people were robbed.
Oh, for sure.
Robbed.
How are we doing so far in terms of hit and miss?
So for right now we are we got one,
Solid.
and then we got one. Oh no! Look, we got
One is the loneliest.
Wait, we didn't pick that.
number you
what did we
ever
choose for
knew.
best couple? We picked Baki.
Yeah, we picked Baki.
Why
and,
did I put that? We got it here. I wanted to get a win so bad. I was like, win. Yeah, no. So one, miss. All right. So we are 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. 1 out of 5.
Jesus. It's going to be a long night.
Yeah. All right. So best boy. Now,
Wait, did we get this right before? Oh my God! Look at that picture of Mob, man, my Shiggy, man.
all right, that's the picture to pick. So we picked Mob, right? I think there was somewhere in our broadcast where you wanted to pick Tanjiro.
I did. I remember I did.
Yeah.
Anything that was practically Demon Slayer related, I wanted to win.
Yeah. I also corrected myself when editing our Crunchyroll episode where I said they got the name wrong for Hakamaru.
Mhm.
I realized that I was reading it wrong. I was looking at it and it said Hakamaru, Dotoro on the bottom. And for some reason, I was reading Dotoro as if it was his name, not the title of the show. Remember, I was like, oh, his name is like Gifu or something terribly wrong. Even editing it, and I was like, I don't think that's right. Let me fact check myself.
Oh,
and I was like,
Jesus.
oh, I was way off.
Jeez.
So, unfortunately, guys, I hate to break it to you, I am not perfect. It sucks, I know, but it's okay. Don't cry for me. All right. So, best boy, there was Bruno. That was the guy who presented. Really wanted Bruno to win.
Yeah,
that guy was like really into Bruno.
if you watch this season of JoJo, I mean, it makes sense. Bruno and Bruchot, without him, this season is flat. Like
Yeah,
they all die.
I like how they were saying Bruno was best mom and best boy.
Best mom.
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
Nah.
The dude kept saying, Bruno, best mom.
Terrible.
Yeah, so we have Bruno. Let's see, Hakamaru from Totoro. What's his name? Kanata from Astro Lost in Space. Then you have Mob. Who else is on there? Tanjiro. And then Buffman Machi from How Heavy Are Your Dumbbells?
So dumb.
How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? I was hoping you'd scroll past it so no one can be like, that's not what the show's called. So we picked Mob
Yeah.
because it should be Mob.
Right.
Best boy.
Think about it, man. If as a young boy, your master is someone you put your face and your trust into, that they'll lead you the right way.
Also, Tanjiro's whole family is dead. He is the man in the house now.
Yeah,
This is not best man.
I agree.
He is best boy. I mean, he's not best boy.
He's the best man.
He is the best man.
He's forced into manhood.
He is forced into manhood. He should not be in this category. I demand a recount.
If only we could.
I know.
But Shigeo, that's his name, right?
Shigeo Kageyama.
His master is someone who is misleading this child the entire time, and he plays it cool.
Yep.
You can't beat that.
No, not at all. And then even at the end, came in and said, "Oh, I knew it all the time. It's fine."
Yeah. Stand up guy.
Stand up guy. Stand up guy. All right. So that's unfortunate. We got that one wrong too.
But as we all know, Tanjiro.
Yeah. So next one was opening sequence.
She crunch.
Sea Crunch. Ryan Seacrest. The Ryan Seacrest
Oh
Award.
man. American Idol. Can we get that
American
soundbite in
Idol.
here?
American Idol? He is American.
He used to host American Idol. That's that soundbite. But would you say opening sequence is where we're at, correct?
Yeah. So opening sequence. So we had Carol and Tuesday, Promised Neverland, Mob Psycho, Domestic Girlfriend, Fire Force, and Vinland. Why is Vinland not colored and Carol not colored? Anyway, so we picked Mob Psycho because that is very obvious.
Slaps,
That is the best opening sequence on there.
hands down.
Fortunately for us, Crunchyroll also agreed with us, and Mob actually got that win. So that one deserved a win. I think I went back and listened to it.
That countdown is crazy.
The countdown's crazy.
That countdown is crazy. Like I remember, I was playing. I think we were playing with you. We were playing what game were we playing? And Dar was like Jay Leno, and he kept singing the Mob. He kept
We're
singing
playing Monster Hunter.
Yeah, we're playing Monster Hunter, and he kept singing that damn song. And I'm like, okay, man, like I gotta listen to it now. It's just that opening sequence is too catchy.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I went back. It wasn't the Fire Force one that we were thinking of.
It was that rock and roll one.
It was a rock and roll
I
one.
hated that.
I went back and listened to it after.
Absolutely hated that.
Yeah. But good for Mob. No, what's that? Mob's second one to win. Yeah, they won Best Animation.
Mob Psycho was up there quite often. I was actually surprised. I figured there'd be a bit more variety.
Yeah. It was a really good season. I think for some reason the season was overlooked because it was like the same time. I think My Hero was going on, One Punch Man was going on. I think everything was going on that time. I think Mob was falling under that radar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer was out at the same time.
You got to think that last year it was a bunch of really good animes out.
Yeah, 2019 was a really good year. 2020 is not starting off so well. With My Hero kind of holding it together since Black Clover just ended.
Sad, breaks my heart, man. I was hoping they were gonna go the Naruto route and just push through. Dragon Ball Z just push through.
Oh, for Black Clover?
Yeah, I really wanted the continuous.
Yeah, I was talking to some people about that. It really only could have lasted 2 more episodes, maybe 1 more, because the next arc that's about to happen, it's not even done yet in the manga.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that one's not done yet, and there are some crazy things happening that I can't say.
Ooh, that sounds like we'll have a nice long conversation off camera.
Yeah. A new chapter finally came out, so I finally got to see what happened after that. The last one I sent you.
Let's go.
All I can tell you guys is that this next arc is a new demon boss of the fight. There's like a six month time skip.
Yep.
For some training, so everybody is OP now until the new kingdom comes over, and
I just had to ask, that new demon, does he have some cold one-liners? Because, I mean, the poses and the stance that they give that man is ridiculous.
This dude is the coldest because he already knows there's no one stronger than him. And he has, bone magic. Yeah, it's bone magic. Yeah, dude, it's nasty. Yeah, so, yeah, look out for Black Clover, man. That's going to be a good one. So we did opening sequence, so we have ending sequence now. So ending sequence, I think we picked Carol on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, I went back and listened to it, and I was like, this is a really good closing sequence. It's actually a really good opening sequence, too, if you try to watch Carol on Tuesday.
I've watched a couple episodes, but
I didn't realize that show was a Footloose type of show, where it was like a
musical.
Well, it was like musical, but it was like that place was like, no one plays music, no one likes it anymore, and they're like, oh, we're gonna play music on the side. And I was like, oh, Footloose, get loose. We'll see Carol on Tuesday just start
coming out of nowhere talking about we got the gin and juice.
So we went with Carol on Tuesday. Who else is on here? Kaguya-sama, Finland Saga, Sazanmai, Fire Force, and Dotoro.
Yep.
So for some reason, Kaguya-sama won. Love is War. Again, like you watch the ending sequence, and I guess it's not a bad one, but the show just sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not bad, but it's not good. I feel like there was no way you can't give this to Carol on Tuesday.
Yeah, and I hate saying shows suck, but that show is just not very good.
I thought you was gonna say it. I thought you was gonna let them have it. The show sucks.
The show sucks.
There it is.
The show sucks.
There it is. That's what we want.
It's so it sucks. It sucks that I say that too, because they do something that I just was complaining that people don't do enough, is try to do something
original,
different.
right?
Yeah, and they did something different to where it's 2 people who are the top of the class, who everyone thinks are together, but for some reason they don't want to be together, and they're trying to make the other person say they like them first. So they keep making it like make it look like it's a war. So like they'll cut in between like a fake grenade, like, oh, I got him with this landmine. Like, it's cool, but it's just not good.
Yeah,
I don't really know why it's not good. I'm sure there's people out there who like cry and watch it and say, "Oh, Kaguya-sama is so good. Oh, Love is War. Oh, it's fantastic."
I wish I could get into it. I just can't. After seeing Kappa suck souls out of buttholes, like I just can't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. What else is on this list? Totoro, Vinland Saga.
Hey, do you honestly remember Villain Saga's outro?
I only remember their intro.
Yeah.
Because Amazon Prime is almost impossible to fast forward on.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember the intro. And yeah, the intro didn't match. Or I guess it kind of matches because it's like rock and roll, heavy metal.
Mm.
But I didn't like any of their sequences, opening or.
Yeah, I personally I felt like this year's ending sequences weren't all too great.
No, they really weren't.
Like it was just normally that's one thing I'm one of those people who watch anime and I'm really excited for the opening and the outro, like the intro and the outro, the music. I'm normally always super excited for it because I feel like that's your cap. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite ending sequence?
Inuyasha.
Oh, okay.
God, I always forget the name of the song, but it's the one with the red lilies on it, or other. I don't even know if they're lilies. Christ, let me look it up, man. Let me get it for you. What about you? While I'm looking my outro up, what's your favorite outro?
My favorite is very obvious to those who know me. It is going to be Unravel.
That makes sense.
Yes, because it was every time that song came on, it was like some crazy part. It was, like Kaneki getting out of the chair finally when he finally accepted Rize and he's eyes open to hear.
This one. You remember the music?
Oh, okay. I remember that one.
Yeah. Like this, I used to fall asleep to this on the regular.
Okay. Yeah, Unravel would just get me hyped up, especially the first time where Kaneki accepted Rize and he like got up and he was just like
Gangster about it.
and all of a sudden
They did that perfect. With him letting Jason have it too, they did that
and
perfect.
Jason got the business while that ending sequence was happening. Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul did it right, man. That's one of my favorite
I want you
ending
to start at
sequences.
100, count backwards
Yeah,
by 7.
yeah, that one. That's probably one of the only end sequences I pretty much almost watched all the way through.
Yeah,
Most of the time,
Same.
I would just skip.
on to the next episode,
Yep. Which is what we'll do here. So on to the next category.
which is
Japanese voice acting. So we're gonna just tie in the Japanese and English together.
Together, right.
Hopefully they're next to each other. They are next to each other. Great.
perfect.
So Japan first. Japan first. All right. Thank you.
Were you surprised at the nominees for this category? Because I felt like there was some voice actors who should have been on there who weren't.
Who do you think should be on there?
For example, like Bruno Bruciati for JoJo. I feel like I forget the name of the character from that last series from the Golden Wind. The blonde character with the purple suit. I forget his name. But he was the main character. I felt like his voice actor did a phenomenal job throughout the season. And then also Thorfinn, the emotion that was displayed in his face and throughout his voice in that entire show, I felt like was
Yeah, I think
he should have been on this list.
I think
as well.
Thorfinn should have been nominated.
And I feel like you always got to throw Saitama in there.
Even though he barely talks.
Yeah, even though he barely talks, you always got to throw Saitama in there.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh, it's tough trying to narrow it down to was that five people, 6 people.
Yeah, it's hard. I couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, no. So who did we choose? We chose.
Senku, right?
Oh, we chose Senku because that was the most obvious one.
Yeah.
His voice actor did really good. But
we know
it ended up being Bruno
Bruciati from JoJo.
Yeah, I mean, and I was okay with Shinobu winning too, but she also hasn't been in it enough, which is weird. She was nominated. I think when the season ended, she was only in it for like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah,
right?
she wasn't in that. She didn't have a lot of screen time. This in the movie and the following season, she'll have a bunch of screen time. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I personally, I thought her voice was annoying. I just, I get there trying to go with that soft spoken, like motherly sound.
Yeah, I liked it because she was soft spoken, but like it's still like very dangerous in her talking. Like when she would like pop up behind Tanjiro
On the roof.
on the rooftop. Yeah, like that was still like sweet voice, but it's also like, I'll fuck you up.
she did- she let dude know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, I don't know what it was. I see where they were going with it, and I thought it makes sense in terms of the show. But personally, I don't know. I feel like it would be nice if she wasn't as monotoned.
Yeah.
But then it ties in with that craziness, that aspect of that unknown of not knowing, because she was someone who lacked emotion.
Okay.
So who knows? But let's move on, man. The English voice
So we'll go up
actor.
to English, and then for English we chose Mob. But Mob got robbed again. Changed his name to Rob. Rob Psycho.
I would watch a show called Rob Psycho.
Me too. Especially if it was like Rob Wiggle.
Oh Jesus!
Can we get an anime with like Rob Wiggle as a voice acting? Not up in here. Not up in here. Yeah, we picked Mob, and I was watching it. You were stuck between Mob and old dude from Neon Genesis.
Yeah.
The kid.
Yeah, because I mean,
Shinji.
I mean, his voice is iconic. Anyone who watches anime, I'm pretty sure. Let me not say that, because I know there's a bunch of people who don't like mech shows, but Neon Genesis Evangelion is one of those grand grail shows. Like, you have to watch this.
So when our first episode came out, I said I've never seen the show.
I remember. Have you watched it now?
I've watched it. I'm done with it.
What do you think?
It's a classic. That's all you have to say. It's a classic. I also do want to tell you that I went back and watched Samurai Champloo.
Oh, Jesus. Let me sit up, because I know this is either going to go one way or the other, so let me have it, brother. What do you think?
I don't get it. I don't know why people think it's so great. It was cool. Like, I watched it and I was like, oh, this is good. The fight scenes are good. The little adventure is good. Story is good. But it's not, I would never put it on any type of pedestal.
Man, that's crazy.
The music soundtrack, phenomenal.
Great.
Hands down. That's obvious. That's what
Yeah.
it was known for.
Yeah.
Art style, beautiful too.
Phenomenal.
Classic, right?
Animation, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
But I will give you that. The storyline is
It's very okay.
I wouldn't even say that personally.
Yeah, compared to what was out around that time too, and in other categories, like the other shows people are comparing it to, are like, oh, this is a classic, just like, whatever, right? It'll never. I don't know. It just can't win any arguments for me.
So you want to know why I put Champloo on as like a top 5 or a top 3 list? Was because it's different. It's not like your typical anime. It doesn't follow the same format as those other shows, and it's different. That's why personally I'll put it on those tops. It's like what Sorazanamai was trying to do with doing something different. I felt like Champloo accomplished that with the cult following that it has.
It was definitely different, and it's not bad. Like, I'll never sit here and be like, oh, that show sucks. Like, the show doesn't suck. Like, it's good. Like, 95% of it's great.
Yeah.
It's just the 5% that I need is just not there for me.
Yeah, it definitely lacks in a lot of categories.
Yeah, I don't know. It also just might be the time that it was into. I guarantee you if they remade it now, it would be a lot better.
I'm curious if they did do a remake. Do you have any artists in mind that you would want to redo the show, or would you want it to be more like a?
I would definitely send it to Wit Studios.
Ooh, not Bones. Cause you're a Bones guy, aren't you? Or are you Madhouse?
No, I'm a Bones and Wit guy.
Yeah.
No, Wit did
Attack, Vinland,
and Cabanari.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to look like. I wanted it to look like Cabanari,
Okay.
where it has that 90 aesthetic,
Yeah.
but still like new graphics,
The
modern graphics,
Yeah.
with the old aesthetic. I really like how Cabanari did it.
Yeah. They did phenomenal. Did you finally finish all the first season of Cabanari?
Yes, I watched all that. I finished the Netflix one. No, I didn't finish the Netflix one.
Okay. So we're in the same boat.
Yeah, Netflix was only what, like 6
3?
episodes?
I thought it was 3.
Oh, if it's 3 episodes, I'm done.
I want to say it's 3 45-minute episodes.
Oh yeah, if it's 3 episodes, I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah, they weren't. They weren't. The 3 episodes that Netflix did weren't as good as Amazon's. So if someone went out there and accidentally watched the first 3 on Netflix first, great. They would watch it and be like, "Oh, that's a good ass show," and then go back to Amazon and be like, "This is even better."
Okay.
That's how it was.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's the wrong order.
So that's
You
what
gotta
I
watch
was.
Amazon first, and then Netflix.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Would you recommend it in the proper order, or would you say, oh, yeah,
No, I would recommend the proper order. If you don't, you have no idea what's going on.
Facts.
They try in the first episode. They try to be like, "Oh, he's a Cabinari. Oh, what's and some guy in the crowd like, what's that? What's a Cabinari? Oh, a Cabinari is." Like, they're trying stuff like that. So, where are we at? English voice. Oh, we didn't even say who the winner was. So
For English voice,
yeah, they picked Nafumi.
Shield Hero.
Yeah, Shiro with 2.
Hey, my God, man.
Shiro got 2.
I can't wait for that next season coming out.
I need to finish second season.
It's spring, man. Springtime.
Oh, okay, I gotta hurry up and watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hurry up and watch
You gotta catch up. You know, it's only like what, 25 or no, 27 episodes.
I mean, I watched 3 seasons of Haiku in 3 days.
Yeah.
So I can watch it.
God, I'm still
You guys, if anyone out there just hasn't
3
seen,
days.
hasn't seen Haiku, I don't care if you're not even into volleyball. This has to be one of the most intense shows I've ever seen.
3 days.
3 days. Not very easy to do, but it's also very hard to stop.
That's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, the first season is probably the hardest to watch.
Yeah.
Because it's slower. But it hits season 2. Season 3, you just can't stop. Season 3, I watched in one day.
So let me ask you this: would you recommend people who don't typically watch sport animes to watch this
Yes.
with a companion? Like, would you say watch it with someone else to have conversation during the show, or would you say just watch it in general?
I would say just watch it in general. I mean, you can watch it with somebody, but I think the intensity of the show would be easier for people to watch by themselves, or at least watch it with someone who understands what you're watching.
Like, understands volleyball, or
No.
just...
So I understand volleyball, right? Because I used to play a little bit. So I wouldn't want to watch
What
it.
position did you play?
So I actually played middle for a little bit. I played middle when we played co-ed because the net's lower. But I would play either outside or libero, which is the defender.
I was about to say, what's libero? I have no clue in terms of volleyball.
Libero stays in the back and pretty much cleans up every spike.
Okay, I
So
got
every
you.
time a spike, he's the first one who dives down
Gotcha.
and takes the ball to his face or pow off the arms.
Whew.
That was me.
To the face.
I like being a libero. Yeah, it didn't matter if it hit me in the face, as long as that ball is up. That was my whole thing.
A win's a win.
Wins a win.
I like that.
And of course, everyone likes playing outside hitter. That's the whole point of playing volleyball, is to get that big spike.
Yeah.
Come down. Oop, ah! Yo, so I used to play in Daly City in the rec league, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was fun. It was like co-ed, right? And then I remember there was a month where like these 2 Samoan guys would show up,
Yeah.
right? And one of them was like a bigger guy, and then you have like a heavy set Samoan,
Yeah.
and then you get the 6 foot some Samoan, right?
Mhm.
So I remember them coming in, and I have never seen anyone hit the ball so hard in my life and so effortlessly.
Oh.
The Samoan guy had a technique that I can't even recreate to this day. And I don't even think if I like showed people or told people what to do, they'd be like, "You don't want to do that in volleyball." But he did it well.
Yeah.
He would go up, and he was right-handed, but he would stick his left hand out first
Yeah.
before he swung.
Yeah.
The reason he did that was because
Generate power.
no, not only that was if for some reason the block was set up perfectly, he would just use his left hand to
Tip
tap.
it over. Oh, that's smart.
Oh, dude,
Oh, that's smart.
it would piss us off because all of a sudden, like after a few hits, all of us, the whole back line is off, right?
Coming up.
2 blockers, everyone else back, right? And hit, tap. I'm like, this motherfucker. But yeah, no, I think that was the only time I've ever took a ball to the chest and had to like sit out some points.
Damn.
Yeah, I tried to do one of these. Ooh, right in the chest. Bah. Ah. Bah. Ah. Up. Ah. PG, you okay? Tag out. Yeah, that didn't work out to me. But anyway, I got distracted. What were we talking about?
So you heard it
Not
here
for me.
first. PJ would recommend to anyone out there to watch Haiku.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, watch Haiku. So if you know volleyball, watch it with someone who knows volleyball, so you don't have to sit there and explain the rules and everything, because they don't explain a lot of things in that show. They try to, but they just expect you to already know volleyball.
I was trying to watch it, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. See, so if you're Elijah, you guys should watch it together.
Yeah.
If you don't know volleyball, watch it with someone who doesn't know volleyball.
Let's buddy up.
Because it's that intense, man. The third season, it was just intense the whole time. It's only one match for like 12 episodes. One match.
Jesus Christ.
5 sets.
And people get on Dragon Ball Z for their fights lasting 3 episodes, but you have one match last a season?
That's because 1 point will give you a heart attack, and then you're like, God, that was intense. Oh, it's only 1-0. Okay. Oh God, here we go.
Yo, Haiku's intense, man.
Yeah, Haiku's intense. Almost for no reason. Like volleyball shouldn't be that intense, but it is. So the next category we got, we'll fly right into it. We're gonna go. We're not gonna fly into it like how Crunchyroll was flying through these, right? So they did fantasy next. Maybe we should fly through where we at.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like they flew through these awards due to that they weren't as popular?
No,
I don't think no one necessarily was tripping off of like best fantasy and best score.
So they flew through fantasy, comedy, drama, and then they stopped on director. Yeah, I don't know why they flew through fantasy, comedy, drama. Maybe because they didn't want to have to try to figure out what the difference between those three and animated year was. Because I could tell you
for fantasy.
So yeah, none of the ones that won fantasy, comedy, or drama ended up winning animated year. Yeah, so for fantasy, right, who do we have nominated?
Fantasy, I thought we chose Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think fantasy we chose Demon Slayer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba. What's that? Sarazanamai.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, man, that's a really good one. But yeah, we picked Kimetsu no Yaiba. Yep. Yeah, we picked Demon Slayer. And thankfully it didn't win. Yeah. Promised Neverland won, though, for fantasy. Do you also think it's weird that they got nominated for fantasy and drama?
Yeah. Actually, no, not really. Not really. For drama, it doesn't surprise me, but for fantasy, yeah. I feel like the first season was, if we'd have got a bit more for fantasy, it would make more sense. Like, we only got maybe like 5 minutes of screen time of non-real things.
Yeah, well, I guess the whole world is a fantasy, right? I mean,
yeah.
It's after the first episode you find out that you're in the land of aliens, right? They don't really find out they're on a farm until like halfway through, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a fantasy. It's like a dark, twisted fantasy.
I don't know. I mean, it is, but for me, I just wouldn't consider it like a fantasy until you get to see all the other things, like the actual alien planets or like a ship or who knows.
Yeah, you're not getting that until next season. They do touch on it. It's very weird. I feel like they only mentioned it because eventually they're gonna do a prequel to this.
Why? I don't.
You haven't read to that part yet, huh?
Dude, Norman, terrible.
For
terrible.
What? Oh, his fate.
Yeah.
His actual fate. Yeah, I mean, I started reading the manga again just because I was pretty far behind. I thought maybe I'll catch up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's definitely intense. I definitely see Promised Neverland winning some more awards.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. If they follow the same format that they did with this first season,
and they will. Every time you watch it, you're just like, God, I feel so bad for these kids, because like you'll get a couple chapters where you're like, oh, nice, they're finally somewhere safe. It's kind of cool. These people are good people. Oh, you can't be there anymore. You have to leave. Oh, you're surrounded by people. Oh, these kids are gonna die again. They don't catch a break at all, man.
I can't imagine being like that, man, on the run constantly.
No. So we go back again. You rather be in Promised Neverland and then Attack on Titan? if you live in the universe?
I mean, Attack on Titan. If you live inside them walls, man, you straight. If you got money.
Yeah. Yeah. Promised Neverland. What do you learn? Is if you got money, you can do pretty well there. You're not safe.
Right, you're not safe, but with Attack, it's like you got money, you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
If you're not royal, if you're not part of that royal bloodline, and you got money,
Yeah, there you go. Now you're safe.
you're pretty safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I was safe. All right, so we'll go down to best comedy. I think that should be the next one. Nope, that's opening sequence. Best comedy.
What did we say for best comedy? Was?
So best comedy, we chose How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? Just because nothing else on there was anything we've watched.
I'm actually really surprised that Gretzky's on here.
Yeah, Gretzko's funny, but I don't. When people talk about Gretzko, humor isn't the first thing I think of.
No, not at all.
It's the super intense, hardcore metal.
Rock, yeah. Yeah. Rock and roll. That's what I think of when I think of Gretzko.
All right.
That's my rock face right there.
Yeah, party on.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, sorry. Showed my age. So Gretzko, How Heavy the Dumbbells You Lift, Isekai Quartet, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Sarazanmai, which, if you think about it, that's a funny show.
That first episode is...
First episode's funny. It's not a very good show.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Huh.
If you had to die by someone stabbing you constantly over and over repeatedly...
Someone's sucking the soul out.
Or someone sucking your soul out your ass, man. How you going out?
I don't know.
And they're shallow stabs, so it's like you feel the pain, but you're not dying necessarily. And they're just working their way up on different body parts. Or you go on a quick vacuum action.
It didn't. I don't know, man. It should be obvious, right? It should be like, oh yeah, please suck my soul out my ass. But it's also like, yo, who pitched
Somebody
this show?
save that. Clip that. He said it should be obvious. Suck the soul out my ass.
Oh man, guys. All right. I feel like I should watch that show. I feel like there has to be more to Sarazanmai than soul sucking. Ain't no soul sucking. But I don't want to be stabbed though. That's not fair. That's not a fair choice.
Hey, man.
We're laughing. Are you laughing? No. That's that you can scroll. All right. Who actually won comedy? Oh, Kageyama.
Really?
Love is War won.
Again?
Was the best comedy. Yep. Kageyama. Love is War. All right. So at this point.
What's that, 3? For Kageyama Loves War?
Yeah, let's give it a quick little recap. Let's go back to here real quick. So, quick little recap. So far, Kageyama has won Best Couple, Best Ending Sequence, and Best Comedy so far. So it's 3. 3 for Love is War. But for our score, we have 1.
2.
No.
We don't have 2 yet?
No. Oh, here you go. 2. Opening
I
sequence.
was about to say, I'm almost positive we had 2.
That's it. So we're 2, 4, 1, 2,
Jesus
3,
Christ.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 out of 11. 2 out of 11, guys. Not bad. All I know is Shaq shot 50% from the free throw line and is a Hall of Famer. That's what I'm going with.
I like it. Shaq, you get him to the free throw line, 50%.
It's all right, 50%. But you know what? Hall of Fame.
Famer.
Hall of Fame.
Gold jacket.
They do gold jackets in NBA?
I mean, I feel like that's just a term for anybody in the Hall of Fame. Gold jacket.
Yeah, I don't think they get a jacket, though.
Did they get a ring or something?
I don't know. I've never seen a NBA Hall of Fame
They don't
speech
really-
or anything.
Yeah, they don't. I just now I'm thinking about it, they don't really like boast about it. It's like, oh,
They sure don't. They're just like, oh, this guy's good.
yeah,
He's in.
storming the hall.
Still in the hall. Yeah, because there ain't no controversy ever. Oh, okay. What's next? Best drama. Best drama. We have Stars in Line, Carol and Tuesday, Promise Neverland, Fruits Baskets, Boo, Vinland Saga, and Babylon.
What do we choose?
Babylon. We picked Promise Neverland. Vinland Saga won. So I'm happy Vinland won something. It was also a bad sign that I saw Vinland win Best Drama.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I don't know if they're going to give him Best Drama and Anime of the Year.
Yeah. They were. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's interesting. Best Drama, huh? I'm like trying to replay the whole season in my head right now.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm not mad at it, but
not more drama, not better drama
than these kids on the run.
Yeah, I don't get that. Best drama. I don't even know how I would even.
You know what I feel like
the two
happened with that? I feel like a lot of people who watch anime watch Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah, I mean that's why I liked Vinland Saga right off the bat.
Yeah,
that first episode.
Yeah,
it was all Game of Thrones vibes.
So I feel like that's where it got its popularity. I've been recommending since you put me on.
Yeah.
To Vinland, I've been recommending to everybody.
Yeah, I put some other people on that, and they enjoyed that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinland was a good one. I'm excited to see where they go. Everyone was telling me to read the manga. That might be one I don't read.
Okay, now I'm curious why you say that, because I personally didn't plan on reading it. Like, I feel like the anime for me was too good. I want to see it animated. I don't want to imagine.
Yeah, I think that's where I am myself too. Is I think I'd just rather see it animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those shows like Bebop. Like, you can't read the manga for Bebop, or
no,
I feel
you
like
can't read a Bebop.
Those, I feel like, certain shows you have to just wait. You have to sit down, wait, be patient.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I recently decided to start reading Tower of God.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw it on my manga app that I have, but it didn't have all the chapters, so I finished it. So I was like, I might as well go to Webtoon. It's free. I don't know why I wasn't reading on Webtoon anyway.
Yeah.
First of all, I got to say, switching between manga and Webtoons, it throws me off.
How so?
Because the Webtoons are your old school comics. You read it left to right, up and down, and you just scroll up and down and read it. It was throwing me off. I was reading it, and I was just like, what? That conversation didn't make sense. I'm reading it the wrong way. But also, I'm starting to think that this might be something controversial to say. I think
we love a good
mangas are put together a little bit better than comics. I think it's easier to tell a story. I think it's better to read a manga than to read a comic book.
Now, do you feel like genre the manga or comic in has something to do to help with that? Or
No, I think it's culture.
Oh.
I think it's Americans making a comic versus Japanese making a comic. And I think Americans want to look good. Right? You grab a Marvel comic, a DC comic, it looks good. Colors are beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Character design's flawless, right? Everything's flashy, everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
Manga, black and white, pencil sketch. They're not spending so much time on character design. They're building story, building the world around you. I think they do a better way of telling a story like a book than comics actually do.
I agree with that. They manga have a better job. They do better at telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
But back to your original controversial statement, mangas are better than comics.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you would rather read a manga? You'd rather read manga compared to a comic?
Yeah, and I need to say too that I was really into comics growing up. Like, that was my thing. Mostly Marvel, sprinkle some DC here, but I was really into like the ones that like people didn't even know about. So I used to have I don't even know the names of them. I used to go into comic book shops and be like, "Oh, that looks dope. I'm buying that." I don't even know what that is. Like, I was that kid. I don't know. It was one of those, like, I grew up being a hipster before hipster was even
cool.
a thing.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I used to walk into places and people were like, "Oh, you want the new like Superman?" Like, no, everyone. I can just go. I can knock on my neighbor's door and read the Superman. Ain't nobody got this one.
Facts. That's how I was at Cards and Comics. I'd go in there and read stuff for free. I ain't buying nothing.
Yeah, it was very rarely that I bought stuff. Just also because there wasn't a lot of comic shops where I was growing up or where I was going to school.
Facts. There was nothing about Lincoln. I'm actually really surprised by that.
No, I had to go all the way down Did I go down Judah? No, I went down Noriega all the way down to like the 40s.
Damn.
And there was a comic shop down there in the 40s.
See, I was fortunate enough to. There was one not too far from my mother's house, bro. I was in the Outer Ave,
Yeah.
like 16th or something.
I discovered that one because I went to AP Giannini. So it was really close to AP. So when I went to Lincoln, there was no comic shops around there. We had like a library. Yeah, no
That's
comic
terrible.
shops, nothing. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so there's no comic shops or anything.
Sorry.
Elijah is just like fully like what?
Dude, no, because I looked over. All I saw was hands. I just saw hands.
That was so weird. I didn't know anything was playing down there. That
All I
was
saw
really
was-
weird. I just saw the
Yeah. All I saw was hands. Someone was voguing, man.
It's all good. all right. So what did we just do? We just did drama.
Yeah. Vinland
The
Saga,
Vinland
was the
Saga
winner
won
that-
that one. So now we're
With
gonna
studios,
do
by the way.
best director.
See now,
We did fantasy already.
best director I thought was challenging. Like, how do you direct anime? Or how do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and that's why I think I re-listened to how I was saying it. I think I broke it down pretty well when it comes to a TV show, right? So directing for movies and TVs are completely different.
right?
Because on a movie, the director is the main man, right?
Yeah,
In TV shows, it's the producer. The producer is the one who runs the whole show
really.
because they're the ones in charge of making sure the story is right, making sure everything is made in line of the work, right? What the director would do is direct the action on screen and where characters go. So anytime you see a character walk left to right and this person comes down the stairs and this happens, that's the director.
Okay.
But what happens in the show is all the producer and the writer. So when it came down to directing, that's why my pick was Attack on Titan's director, Tetsuro Akai. Dang, I was like practicing saying that.
Hey, that Tetsuro was spot on.
Tetsuro Akai. Yeah, because I remember they said it in the show, and I was like, "Ooh, that was smooth." I'm gonna try to say his name. Tetsuro Akai for Attack on Titan. So he won. That was the first one that we got right since the opening sequence.
So what are we? 3 for 13 now.
3 for 13, something like that. 3 for too many. But even in that regard, Mob Psycho then would be really good for directing, especially that final fight scene.
Oh yeah. Dude, honestly, this I felt like this was the hardest category. Like excluding Surazanamai and what's the one in the top left corner? Babylon, I think.
Babylon, yeah.
If I would exclude those two personally, this was a tough category. Like all the remaining four were solid.
Yeah, Babylon actually, if you watch more episodes, which I don't recommend you do, the directing is pretty good there because they build up a lot of suspense and a lot of drama and then hit you with suicide. I think it's just the first episode that shocked me. Then I watched the second episode and I was like, oh, this isn't very good. And I was like, all right. I just got shocked the first episode.
Suicide from the get, man. I don't know about that.
That's how the episode
That's
ended,
dark.
dude. That's how it ended.
That's real dark.
And it was like a happy kid. You thought he was the main character. I thought he was the main character.
That's dark.
ended up not being a main character.
I can't believe we're 3 for 13, man. Honestly, I thought we'd end up.
I thought we would do better.
I thought we'd be around 50%. I thought we'd be
Yeah.
around 50.
Yeah, I definitely thought we would be definitely higher than like 10%. All right, so now we have best score. Yeah. So best score. So our pick for best score was Demon Slayer.
Which
Well, that doesn't say best score.
he said, best score to me, I felt like was a bit hard because you have to remember all the background music,
Yeah.
the in between music, which normally most people I feel like don't pay attention to. For just watching the award show, I had zero clue where they were gonna go with this, man.
Yeah, I think this was one of the times I agreed with you for Demon Slayer because I think when it comes to music scores, if you're not like really into audio and music and stuff, right? You're just like a regular watcher. If you can watch an episode or watch a whole series and be like, man, that was really good. It was so dramatic, have all these great things to say about it, but can't recall what the soundtrack was like.
Yeah.
That's a good soundtrack because that means it was able to drive the show, keep it intense, and not have you be like, whoa, the music is kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I thought Demon Slayer was going to win, because it definitely did that. I couldn't remember what the score was like, but I do remember it fitting well,
Yep.
especially the drum guy.
Yeah.
When they're in that tower and he was like hitting the things and they're like flipping all over the place. that was a good episode.
Yeah.
That was scored well. But the winner was Carol and Tuesday.
I feel like this was loaded too, man. With having Carol and Tuesday in there now, just looking at the remaining shows in this category, the remaining nominees, this was loaded.
Yeah, that was interesting. Carol and Tuesday. I also felt like that was cheating, since the whole show was about music.
This is a loaded category.
Yeah, they cheated. They cheated Kimetsu no Yaiba on this, but whatever. They got enough awards. They have enough money already.
Enough is never enough.
Okay.
You gotta win. Win to the end.
All right, so we'll move on to protagonists. Let me look for it. So yeah, best protagonist. So we chose Satima, right? Because that should have been obvious. It was also very obvious to Mark. First of all, like, do shout out Mark.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, what was it?
Mark Phillips.
Yeah.
What's his name? Supreme Dreams, right? On
RDC
IG.
World 1, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Supreme Dreams, man. He made it on there and it was cool. And that's another thing too. Xavier Woods, he tried his best to host it, but it was cool seeing some people of color.
Yeah.
On that show. They had that old lady too. I don't know who she came from.
Nah, I know who she's. Like Instagram famous lady. She does a lot of cosplays.
Okay. Yeah, she was on there.
It was definitely
Mark made it. Xavier.
encouraging.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
I thought that was sick.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Mark on there, and I was just like, oh, we're gonna be on there.
Hey, I was hoping he was gonna say something crazy too, man. I was hoping he was gonna roast somebody, something.
Yeah, no, he played it safe.
Yeah,
he played it safe.
He played it cool.
He played it cool. It's unfortunate King Vader didn't make it on there.
Nah, Vader was on there at the end, bro. He had 2 words.
He said 2 things.
2 words. I thought that was kind of shady. I thought they was gonna let my guy dance or something.
Yeah, that makes me wonder if there was more presenters and they like ran out of time or something.
I definitely think that's what happened. There was a lot of technical difficulties with this award show.
Yeah, but nothing was ever delayed. I just think that I don't know. I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know how Crunchyroll did this, but I don't think they had a rehearsal.
Yeah.
Because things weren't flowing right.
Yeah.
It felt like a podcast.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, okay, next category.
Looked like a podcast. You know what I mean?
It did look like a podcast.
It just looked upscale.
If somebody gave me like $500 and was like, build a set with this, my set would look like Crunchyroll set.
Yeah. 2 nice chairs.
2 nice chairs, and a nice little table, some tacky background, some screens up.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
I was actually surprised it was in the city too, man. Like I know.
Well, Crunchyroll's in the city.
I know they're based out here, but I figured they'd go back to LA or something. You know what I mean? Like go to a hub where they can host a bigger, have a bigger venue to host.
Yeah, I was wondering why Crunchyroll didn't do viewing parties in the city.
Yeah, I was surprised there was no ticket sales for this. And
I told you they weren't letting people in. It was only Crunchyroll employees.
That was so dumb to me.
Yeah,
that was so dumb. Make your money, Crunchyroll. You could have had me and PJ in that thing in the front row, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I would have been in the front row for sure.
Wearing nothing but MWA from the neck down.
Mm-hmm. I would have put something on my back too, so that the camera behind me they could see some. Oh yeah, I would have been on there. We didn't even talk about it. So best protagonists. So we had, just like what Mark said, after Satima.
You can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong with Satima. That is not the way it went.
So before you announce the winner, looking back on it now, do you feel like, because that's originally who we picked.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back on it now, do you feel like we should have just went with the obvious answer?
Yeah, I think Senku was way too obvious of an answer.
Yeah,
he was definitely. Let me think about this before I make this bold statement. He was definitely, well, I guess he won this award. He was definitely the best main character of 2019.
That's a bold statement.
I know. I'm trying to think.
I would have to do. I feel like that. In order to say that, you got to do some sort of powerful brainstorming up there right now.
I think he was overall the best main character of any show of 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Can I get a brief why? A quick, real brief, quick why you think that?
Yeah, so we got a good character development because we got to see Senku as a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those, he was very focused on what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like no games with Senku. Everything he did had a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it looked like things were going to go right, it was like, nah, that was supposed to happen because this is going to happen, right? It was, he never like cried about anything, which is one of the least favorite things I like about main heroes and main protagonists, is they always cry, right? It's the Asta, right? First season of Asta, of him just yelling and crying all the time. It's Deku, every single episode he's in, him just crying and crying and crying. Like, I just don't like it. Tanjiro, just every time someone's just like, I'm gonna kill you, I have nothing, he's just like, my family died. Like, yeah, dude. Like, it's fine, but it's a weird crutch to hold on to, just to have. Like, I understand the overcoming. I won't say objections because I've worked so much. Overcoming obstacles and stuff like that in life, but you don't have to show your main character like crying all the time. Like, it's fine. Like, it's okay if you come across something that's hard and it's gonna make you cry. Whatever, cry. That's fine.
Right.
But if you're crying every day, something's wrong. You're not a hero.
What if you just don't know how to process your emotions? Like, you can't say just because you don't know how to, just because you cry, you can't be a hero?
No, I'm not saying that, but it's like, well, Tanjiro was a bad excuse because he only did it a few times. But it's like Asta, right? Like, Asta, so he had everything almost perfect, right? Worked hard. He understood that he didn't have any magic, so he couldn't compete with everyone else. But it didn't matter. He kept working hard, so he's physically stronger than anybody, right?
I feel like for us, he was just stubborn.
But he doesn't have to keep telling people that. Like, that was his thing. Every fight, when he hit him with that Naruto talk, him with the monologue, it was always like, look at me. I don't have magic, and I'm a knight. Like, like, that was always his thing. Like, no matter what the other dude was going through, he was like, oh, they killed my whole family and now I gotta get revenge on his kingdom. I don't have magic. It's just, I don't know, man. I just don't like crybaby protagonists.
Same. I just feel like,
and Senku never cried about anything. He always had an idea, always came through with it, and it wasn't one of those, like, he's not overpowered, obviously he's just smarter than everybody. Yeah. Which I thought was a cool like different way to look at being OP, right? Because he definitely built a cell phone in the stone world.
Can you call it a cell phone?
It's definitely a cellular device.
It's a phone.
It's not a mobile phone.
Oh, at all.
It
ain't going
it's
nowhere.
not a mobile phone. It's definitely a cellular device. But he ain't bringing it nowhere. He's supposed to try.
I feel like season 2 they're gonna revise that and bring it to a backpack type of mobile device.
He might have, they have wagons and stuff. He probably just put it in a wagon. Right, they have wheels.
Yeah, they have wheels for sure.
Yeah,
they
wheels.
built it for the pulley systems and stuff.
Oh, that's right. They got pulleys and stuff. Yeah, so they got wheels. You can make a little pulley thing. But I think out of these, it's definitely Senku could have won. I was really hoping it wasn't Tanjiro.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be Tanjiro neither. Yeah, Demon Slayer was my favorite anime this year, but Tanjiro as a whole, he lost a lot of fights. Like he didn't, like, just like now I'm quoting you because I went back and watched the footage and I rewatched the show. He didn't beat Rue. No, he didn't win.
He didn't win. He was about to die.
Yeah, like you can't. I mean, Senko overcame every single obstacle.
Yeah,
he was faced.
Because at least Levi made the Beast Titan like run away.
Yeah,
like that fight was won.
Yeah,
that fight was over. He didn't kill him like I previously thought for some reason, but he definitely won that fight. Yeah, Tanjiro definitely didn't win that fight. And the funny part too is I feel bad. I'm trying to think if I can say this if it doesn't ruin it. I don't care. You guys can look into it if you want. If you want to know what I'm talking about, read the manga. I feel bad for everyone who keeps putting Tanjiro as a water user. Like, I see it a lot.
Yeah.
Like on T-shirts.
Oh, I know.
On websites, people's like YouTube channels, best water user, Tanjiro, and you're like,
no, not at all. Not at all.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Water don't work.
Let me ask you this: since we're talking about water,
Mhm.
is water wet?
Stupid. So I think I broke down this answer before, and people just got annoyed.
I just want a yes or a no.
So the answer is no, right? So the answer is no because water is in the definition of wet. I do believe, or liquid. I think liquid might be,
I'm pretty sure liquid is.
but then water would be in there. So I think I looked it up. I put together some nerdy answer for somebody once.
He said I put together some nerdy answers. He got real
Nope.
technical.
Covered or saturated with water or another liquid. Yeah, that's what I remember. Water is in the definition for wet. So water can't be wet because water is wet. Like wet in itself is water. You can't be wet without water or liquid.
You know why I asked you that?
Huh.
Because we got on this drip, man.
And this is wet.
Yay.
Before we continue, let you guys know, if you guys do like our shirts, it is live already on our TeePublic. If you're watching this on Twitch live, if it's on your phone, I'm sorry, you can't see the buttons for some reason. Ain't nobody in the Twitch chat anyway.
Hey.
But if you're watching this on YouTube, the link is in the description. It's on TeePublic. If you follow us on Instagram, anything like that, all those links are there. Check out our merch. We got T-shirts. You can put them on like backpacks, a pillow, a notebook. TeePublic's pretty cool for that. We got some other designs too, not just our logos. I'm starting a hero villain collection.
Yeah.
So we have the first hero and the first villain are out right now.
Go grab them, man.
Go grab 'em.
Help us support our channel. Help our
A
channel
different window.
grow by buying a T-shirt, buying a mug. Anything helps.
Anything helps.
We make these videos not only for ourselves but for you guys as well.
Yeah.
So,
Look up ninjas for anime.
So please check out our TeePublic. Join
Yeah,
our
check
Facebook
out
group.
check out our TeePublic. If you guys don't know what TeePublic is, by the way, it's not a sponsored site, sponsored post, but TeePublic is a cool place where you can get T-shirts, and I feel like that's how it would go. But
Yeah.
this is our little site here, so we got some logos. I made that little Anteku coffee. Got a Itachi Kaneki collab. So the first hero, of course, will be Bakugo,
Hey.
my boy Kachan, and then our first villain is Garu.
Hey.
So those are the first ones. I'm gonna do 5 in this series. Don't forget Batman, Vegeta down there. Not safe for kids.
It's over 9,000.
But this Kaneki Itachi one, man, I need to buy that one.
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten that one yet. But check it out. You can put them on like T-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves,
Everything.
tank tops, sweats. You can put them on all types of stuff. Look at that. They got everything on there. Wall art,
Everything.
pins, phone cases, stickers, magnets. So yeah, definitely check that out. But let's get back into it real quick. So we got what? We just finished protagonist. Let's do antagonists. So best antagonist, I think this was the big shocker for me.
Yep. I was not expecting us
Yeah.
to
No. So you look at this list and you see I from Babylon, Angela from Carol and Tuesday, Askeladd from Vinland, Garu from One Punch, Isabella from Promised Neverland, and Overhaul from My Hero. That is a stacked lineup. That is an evil lineup.
it's real deep.
Did you also peep? Oh, I forgot it already. When they were reading off the nominees, they said Askeladd's name, and they said it different.
What did they say?
They said Askeladd. I don't know. They said it differently, and I was like, that might be right. And then I instantly forgot it and went back to call him Askeladd.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they say in the anime, man. I mean, shoot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Askeladd. She said something like that. She added another syllable somewhere.
Can you imagine Askeladd in Spanish?
Ascalado. Ascalado.
That was like Mario.
That was
right
like
there.
that was weird. What
Yeah.
what accent was that?
Yeah, I don't know where you was at.
I don't know what was that, guys. I apologize. So we chose the obvious guy, right? We chose Garu.
He should have won.
I was trying to figure out why the winner of this was Isabella from Promised Neverland. So their their reasonings were good, right?
Right.
They said because she was calm and collected, which added to like the mystery of her, and you couldn't get a read on her.
She was very meticulous.
Very meticulous, blah 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 blah. Right?
Yeah.
That's all good and fine, but there's layers to Garu, man.
Mm-hmm.
Garu was that antagonist. He who was the one who said it? That was Mark, right? It was like, oh, I picked Garu. He fought like
Yeah.
200 people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was about it from the start to get. He didn't care who it was.
Yeah. The reason you guys don't see a lot of smoke out right now is because Garu took all of it.
All of that.
All of the smoke in the world.
And then some.
And then some. And Garu took it. And I think that deserved a win for Garu. But, Isabella won. It's a good, and I remember I was watching a show, and I said Isabella was the sneak pick.
Yeah.
I was like, watch Isabella. She's my dark horse on this one.
So if you had to narrow it to your top 3 in this category.
In this category?
Mhm.
I would say it would be Garu.
Being one?
Oh, we're going in order.
Yeah,
Yeah, we go in
order.
order. I would go Asclad,
Mhm.
Garu.
Mhm.
Oh, Isabella. Yeah, Isabella makes 3.
Overhaul doesn't he gets snapped, huh?
Dude, no, that's why I was like, yo,
We
all
were
these
so hyped on him, man.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
because he looked like that. He
Until
looked at
we
that dude,
found out what he was really about.
and then Tomura came up. Yo, Shigaraki came up,
Took that man's hand.
took his
He said,
hands,
we're gonna keep you alive.
took
I'm gonna
his
take your power,
hands.
boy.
Oh, took his hands from him. Yo, yeah, man,
Why
that
wasn't Tomura in this category?
because he wasn't the main villain
Which I
in 2019,
get. Which I get.
because he was only in like a couple episodes.
I know, but still, he's in terms of that show.
I know, but it was so you take an antagonist for the season. It was Overhaul.
Right.
It was Overhaul's arc.
I know.
He got what he deserved, and I think it's so funny because Hot Topic sold Overhaul stuff
Really?
like he was the man.
Really?
People are buying Overhaul stuff like, yep, Overhaul's gonna be that dude.
Jesus.
Nope, not anymore. Got no hands. Look, ma, no hands.
Damn. He came and went real quick.
He came in and just took him. So sucks for Overhaul, yeah.
Bruh, but just think about it. We're this much closer to seeing Shiragaki go crazy.
I need all that. I need that
about it.
whole arc.
Think about it. We're at Gentle now. So like 2 episodes from now is the Music Fest.
So we got the Music Fest coming up,
And
and then we got 1A versus 1B.
Oh, fuck, you're right. So we got 2 more seasons. Because I feel like they're going to Gentle and School Fest together. This
Yeah.
current season.
And then they're gonna go into 1A 1B. They have to because they keep showing
feel like-
Shinsho, whatever his name is.
They're going to wrap both of those together, I feel like.
Yeah, no, that'll round out the season, I
Yeah.
think. Oh, then we gotta wait another
I'm
half
just-
a year.
Do you know what scene is in my mind, though, that I can't stop seeing?
Yes.
Just him walking. Just that. That's what I can't wait to see.
Yeah, I need to see that. I want to see this flashback.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 Y'all need to read the My Hero manga so y'all can
Please.
see Shigagaki's backstory. Yo, his backstory is cold.
Ridiculous.
Cold world. Cold world. Best backstory? Who is the best backstory?
Ooh, that's tough.
What's your favorite backstory? Let me think of an
Honestly,
answer.
I feel like I'm gonna take your answer, but Itachi's honestly, man, like his backstory is fucked up, dude. Like, I
Yeah.
could not imagine being put in that position.
Yeah, Tachi's backstory was interesting because he got a lot of pressure as being a kid, but had a lot of accomplishments as a kid,
Yeah,
and then told to either kill everybody
or get killed,
or get killed
and everybody else dies.
with everybody.
Yeah,
Which I think he should have just tried to fight Toby.
he wouldn't have won though.
Oh, he would have got whooped, especially at that time.
Mm-hmm. Taruto was prime too. He would have got whooped.
Oh, because he was still young.
Yeah.
He wasn't
He
prime
wasn't
time
old
yet.
yet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He was
yeah.
still young. He would have got whooped.
Yeah.
Even though Itachi was a prodigy and a genius, that's the
No.
Hokage, third Hokage.
Toby already,
In his prime.
but Toby already had his, Obito already had his, Rinnegan?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But best antagonist was Isabella. Congratulations to her.
Good
Congratulations
job,
to her.
Isabella. All right, so we got the big one left. Anime of the year. We did do fight scene. So anime of the year should be on the bottom or on the top.
Do you want to go over the nominees first?
Yeah. So the nominees of anime of the year are I don't know. It's okay. I mean, I wouldn't be able to. Oh, there it goes on top, of course. All right. So nominees were Kimetsu no Yaiba, Carol and Tuesday, Mob Psycho season 2, Our Savage season, Vinland Saga, and Promised Neverland. Which, now looking at this list, I might have to give that Savage season 1 a shot. Old Maidens in your Savage season.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I'll give it a couple
Yeah, I would
episodes.
say let's just do it, man. It was up there. It was up for anime of the year. It had to be good. It had to be worth watching.
Speaking of anime of the year, how was that Made in Abyss?
Bruh, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Honestly, I'm upset that I haven't watched this sooner. I'm really upset I haven't watched it sooner.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to tell people, man, ignore the fact that it's cute.
Yep. Once you get past that, bruh, it's sick. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah. Ignore the cute stuff. Or if you like cute stuff, watch it because it's animated cute.
If you like to watch anime and your girl don't like you watching anime,
Oh, show Made in Abyss.
show 'em Made in the Abyss. Watch it with her.
Oh, yeah, because it's cute and it got drama.
You get the
for
best of both worlds.
Days. Did you finish it?
Nah. So look, let me tell you, I've been sneaking in. Like my girlfriend doesn't know this, but she'll
Yeah.
see this on the podcast. I've been sneaking in episodes.
Ooh.
I was trying to wait for her, but I can't do like one episode a day. I gotta binge this.
Oh, she's making you watch one episode a day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
It'll be like, well,
Come on, Maya, what you doing?
Yeah, babe, come on, get it together.
What you doing? You ain't got nothing else to do. Maybe you do, but
No,
no.
she
She ain't
can
got
watch
no,
it.
you ain't nothing else
She
to
can
do.
watch it. She got time.
You ain't doing nothing.
But yeah, no, I'm actually really upset that I hadn't watched the show earlier.
Yeah.
It is honestly really good. The story is good.
Definitely
And
worth
then-
anime of the year.
Oh, for sure. You get a really big, really big plot twist early on, and it captivates you. It's like on the level of plot twist like with Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like when you first find out who Luke's father is, it's like fuck. Your mind is
Oh, I forgot about
out the
that.
door.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And that's how this show is for me right now. Like that plot twist you find out is ridiculous. You don't see it coming at all.
No. Yeah. Wait till you get to like the last couple episodes, man. It's good. I hate the way it ends, but I'm happy that we're getting a second season. We're getting a movie in between the seasons,
Oh, they're going Kimetsu
but
no
they're doing
Yaiba
it the
route,
same
huh?
year though.
Oh, okay. I
So the
appreciate
movie's
that.
coming out.
I appreciate that.
Movie's coming out in the spring, and then the season comes in the fall.
Okay, nice. I'm with that.
Yeah, so we only have to wait an extra season.
You haven't read the manga, have you?
No,
Okay.
I'm not reading anything on this, man. I'm just gonna let this one go.
You can let it ride out then.
All
brother.
right. So our choice for anime of the year was Vinland Saga, as it has been since the show started,
Still anime of the year in my heart.
as it should be still. But who won it? Who do you think won it? Kimetsu?
Where's all the hype at?
No. MNF Yaba. Man, I wasn't even surprised.
I wasn't either. I mean, you had a feeling. You know what I mean?
I know, man.
Like you had a feeling.
I was just hoping since, like the Academy Awards came out and everyone thought like 1917 was going to win or Joker was going to Best Picture and then Parasite came out of nowhere and won that. I was like, okay.
Wait, did you actually watch
I haven't
Parasite?
seen Parasite yet.
I plan on watching it tonight.
I'm going to watch Parasite eventually. I know she wants to watch Parasite, so we'll watch it. Yeah. I'm excited to watch Parasite. It's funny that if you read like reviews on it and stuff, America is so crazy. Y'all crazy, America. Y'all just need to read subtitles, man.
Right. I don't get how people don't like reading subtitles. I feel like, you know what I mean? You get the bigger grasp of everything.
Yeah, y'all need to just read subtitles. Like the director said, once you get past the 1-inch subtitle on the bottom, man, You're gonna be open to a whole new world of stuff.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
insane. If you think it's impossible to read and watch at the same time, it's not. It's
Not
really
that
not.
hard.
You can actually read it faster than they can say it.
Exactly. And then you can just focus on what's on the screen.
Yeah, because I'll read it and like, okay, and they're still like halfway through the first word because if you guys don't know, Korean, Japanese, there's 1,000 sounds for just like one word. I mean, it's just the way it is, man. It's just,
Hi. Arigato.
Arigato. Hi. So
That's if you're informal with it too.
yeah, because it's the whole money going arigato gozaimasu. So this is, it's great, So Parasite, I'll give it a shot, but America needs to get this stuff together, man. I also, not to get off topic, I was watching Oscars, and then they're interviewing the director after he won, and she said, "Why did you decide to make the movie in Korean?" And he was like, "I'm Korean." And I was like, "Yo, who did your notes? Who was like, I need a question. Hey, ask him why it's not in English."
Great question.
He fired.
That's easy, man. All right.
Yeah, but I'll end up watching that. So, but whatever. Shout out Demon Slayer. It was still a really good anime, from start to finish. It's good. We'll probably look back on this and be like, that was an obvious choice.
I don't know, bro. I'll be honest with you.
It's getting better. Oh,
I don't know, bro. I mean,
so you think at the end of the day, right? Say we're 5, 6, 10, 20 years down the line. We don't know how long these shows are gonna last, right? Vinland Saga ends. Promised Neverland ends. Kimetsu no Yaiba ends. Who had the best run from start to finish? Who do you think?
it all depends on what route Vinland and the Promised Neverland take, like in terms of the production of getting the content out.
Okay.
But
so I read a little bit about what happens the next time in Vinland Saga. Not on purpose. It just popped up, and I was like, I'm already halfway through this paragraph. So here, let me give you some background on. You already know what's going on in Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Right.
So Promised Neverland right now, right? I'm gonna try to do it spoiler free. So they're outside the walls. It's not safe. They're
at all.
at all. They're still being chased by aliens, but now they're in another area to where they're technically safe for a period of time, but then it gets very dangerous at night and random times during the day. So they're still in trouble. Still the exact same show, except now they're just constantly on the run, right? So Vinland Saga, right? After this, I think they're prisoners and they get transported to another land, and they just figure it out from there. But it's pretty much another war. Okay, so that's what's happening there. So with those two and what's going on with Kimetsu no Yaiba, who's going to end with the better series?
I mean, hearing that, honestly, I think the Promised Neverland gets axed. Because now it's just Vinland and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think right now the problem with Promised Neverland is that it's. I mean, I don't have a better way to say it, so excuse me, guys, but it's same shit, different day.
Yeah.
It's really, they just wake up and they go, oh, we got to run again? All right, let's go. This place looks safe. I have a weird feeling we're going to have to run again. Oh, we got to run again.
I mean, it's loaded, but honestly, as a connoisseur like yourself, and I was riding the Demon Slayer hype train hard.
You're riding hard.
Looking back at everything now, man, I feel like this movie isn't the right way to go. I feel like in the manga, what I'm reading right now.
Oh, you're up to date, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna have a better ending than I feel than the rest of the story. I feel like no one's gonna remember anything else that happened.
Yeah.
Like if that makes any sense. Like
Okay.
Like the ending to me, it's been slow, but it's been good to the point where the story has been great to where you kind of forget what else has occurred.
Okay, I got you. So wait, is Kimetsu no Yaiba ending soon? It's not ending soon, is it?
I'd have to do more research. I mean, I haven't done the research to see when.
It doesn't feel like it's ending soon? That's what I'm saying?
I don't think so. I think from where it's at right now, there's going to be more. There's been a bunch of backstories going on.
Okay.
But this fight, bro. I mean, you got to catch up, bro.
I gotta catch up. I am at I think I'm still with the girls, but like he's with the girls
With
now.
the upper moon? With the upper moon demon or?
Yeah, I think they just beat Upper Moon 8, whatever.
What was upper moon 8?
He was the one who. Oh God, it's been very forgetful though.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying though?
It has been very
you get what I'm
forgetful.
saying? It's been it's been great. The animation for the show has been great. That's I think what gets people so caught up on the hype of
Yeah.
just one particular thing. Like looking back at it now, I don't know if it's gonna be that great down the line. Like how I was proclaiming it to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think it's probably gonna end up being villain at the end.
Yeah.
Just because I think villain's smart. They know that people like it because there's war, so they just keep having wars.
Give the people what they want.
Give the people
It's
what
in
they
high
want.
demand.
Yeah, it's good. I'm interested to see where they go with this new Torfin, because he's like a teenager now on that boat.
Who's like, how old is he? How old is Thorfinn?
I don't know. That last scene, you say he
Yeah,
looked.
when he left, I mean,
he looked like he was 20, 18. Definitely not 16.
dude, my judgment of this is just in life
Well,
in general.
obvious for anime characters. You
no,
can't never
no,
guess.
not even anime, just things in life in general. Judging how old I think a person look. If I can't tell based off what you're wearing,
You know what helped was working at 24 when I was working front desk. I used to, when you get really bored, we used to play the guessing game.
Yeah.
I was supposed to, hey, what's the age? What do you think? 50? Okay. Ooh, 45. Oh, that's not good. It was stuff like that. Like after a while, you'd be like, oh, this guy coming in, oh, he's like 36. You 36, man? Yeah, 36 on the dot. Like you just figure it out after a while. It's just a bunch of judging books by its cover.
I mean, I feel like with anime, you kind of have to at this point, man. They got these teenagers
Yeah.
getting their soul sucked out their ass, man. Like it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
No, anime characters is impossible to tell ages just because it's anime. You know, you never know. You got people who look like they're 30, end up being middle schoolers. Then you got tiny 4-foot little 12-year-old girls who are actually
100.
over 1,000 years old. So, yeah, you never know. But overall, I don't know, man. What do you think? How do you think Crunchyroll did with their picks? If you had to grade them, school grades.
Honestly, I think Crunchyroll, I would give them a C, a solid C. They kept the variety. I mean,
What if you include
mhm.
the whole show?
Oh shit! If you include the whole show, man, they walking out the door with a D, a solid 59.95%.
You didn't like that music video?
Yo, I rock with Tim. That wasn't it.
Makes some good beats though.
Yo, the beat was cool.
Beat was slapping.
I just wasn't feeling how Tim was just everywhere, and I mean like everywhere.
Yeah, it was just something missing in that song. It was it was clever. I like how they just kept name dropping animes.
Right, it was
and, like,
tight.
talking about it. It was tight. It just wasn't.
I just feel like it needed less Tim. If that makes any sense. Like the lyrics were unquestionable. They were cool. It would fit for the theme.
Yeah.
But can you imagine you made a song with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's your song.
But you just getting your P Diddy on.
Yeah. I'm just in the video pretty much.
That's pretty much
my
what
verse. You're singing my verse with me.
That's pretty much what he was doing.
Yeah, it's like Tim, dude, relax.
Yeah, that's what Tim was doing. But it was still dope, man. It was cool.
I was rolling at the end of the video. He was just hitting the Bernie
Yeah.
off beat.
Off beat, Bernie. That was dope.
So if you graded the show, man, I said a D. What you giving the overall?
Overall, I give it a C.
Really?
Yeah, because the only real issues were their audio issues, right? Besides the fact that they scripted the show bad.
Yeah.
The first half was scripted pretty well. If you didn't have that mishap with the audio issue in Brazil, it would have felt smoother,
That was
right?
terrible.
Yeah, they messed that up. You can tell when someone doesn't do a dress rehearsal
Yep.
or any kind of practice. I do feel bad for that one presenter who just like couldn't stop shaking.
Yo, he was like,
He was just like,
and for the best.
but his hand wouldn't stop moving, but his voice was perfect.
He was on.
They were like, so who do you have for the winner? He was like, ha, ha. And the winner is Kimitsu no Yaba. It's like, yo, how's your whole body shaking, but your voice is perfect?
He was on. He was.
He was freaking out.
And then once he dropped the key card, the hand was just on his lap.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad for him.
I can't imagine being that nervous on stage just to read
It's crazy too because it's
a line.
just in front of your peers.
Yeah.
It was just Crunchyroll employees
Yeah.
and a camera.
Like I just don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's an office type, which is why this is how also I knew they didn't do any rehearsals.
But think about it. A lot of the people on there that they had to come up on stage
He was an
do
animator.
what we do. They sit in front of a camera.
Yeah, he was an animator. I think.
Oh, he was.
I think so. He was a big guy, a big timer
Mm.
for Crunchyroll.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah. He didn't have an excuse. I remember that. I remember seeing his title and being like, "Oh yeah, you ain't got an excuse, man. You just gotta shake it off." Anybody else have that Nickelodeon show pop in your head? Or Disney show? Is it a Disney show? All right,
the
guys.
puns intended.
All the puns intended. So, episode was a lot longer than we originally expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't look at the timer. But it was a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah.
We got off track a few times, but
I think we did it pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, for an award show that was 2.5 hours.
yeah, we got it down. Got it down pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're here for 2 hours, but
We shaved off 30 minutes of the 2 hours.
yeah, it was fine. No, we didn't have audio issues
Right.
except for beginning my levels being low. But yeah, we didn't have audio issues. You know, I'm trying. You guys got to tell people. You got to tell Crunchyroll, man. Tell Crunchyroll to hit us up.
Right. We'll do a segment.
We'll do a segment, man. We'll host the whole show. I'll sit down with all the execs. Sit down with your equipment people. I'll help you guys set it all up. We'll run this thing smooth. Just hit me up, man. Just hit me up, guys, and we can do this.
Let's get it cracking.
We'll get out there. Give me a little bit of freedom on my script. Let me make some jokes. Let me do some stuff. Let me get a little edgy, you know. Let me bring the people to the edge.
Yeah, bring the people what they want, PJ.
Let me give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't, Xavier Woods was cool. He got the energy. He was a big dude. He was good in front of the camera.
You got to do the Xavier Woods hands.
Oh, when he was like, but that's just a wrestling thing, right? Everything in wrestling is like a tense into the camera. That's literally how he was sitting.
No, that's funny because once you did that, the first thing I saw was The Rock.
Yeah. Now, you come to me, Tanjiro, with your jabroni ass. Tell me, Tanjiro, what you come here for? It doesn't matter what you came here for. Okay. Yeah, see, Crunchyroll, man, let's do this thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, guys, thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah.
Hope you guys like this new format.
Yeah.
Can you guys guess what the background is? Let me know what you think down there. I think I did say the show once in the episode, but 3 seasons out in the movie for the show, if you guys can guess it. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same day.
Yeah.
I don't really know what we talk about yet tomorrow, or next week, but we'll figure it out. All right, guys. Elijah, any last words?
Like always, don't like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.
And people you don't like.
Them too. Yes, everyone.
No, we told him to like and comment, didn't we?
I said not.
He said go like.
I thought I said go.
He said go. Well, on the replay, we'll figure it out. But like you said, go like, subscribe, comment, whatever else you can do on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anything you can do on YouTube, do it. Except for the thumbs down one. That one's not good. That one doesn't work. Don't try it. Button doesn't work though.
Thumbs up.
But all right, guys. We're out. We'll see you guys here next week. But as always, peace up and never way down, baby.
Hey.
Oh, you have to end.
It's okay.
She doesn't know how to end it.
This world shall know pain.